Okay, quick Wednesday morning radar update. So we've got inside days across the board today, back into the range from yesterday's melt. Let's just jump onto the S&P here, and in fact the transports, is the designated leader if you follow Dow theory like myself, and it is trying to lead. But I think the reality here is, it like we said on this pop here, too far too fast, and it was kind of went alone as well, didn't it, on that huge pop. But how am I approaching this? Well, I know it's hard to believe that more than 2/3 of stocks are, 2/3 of stocks are still negative on the year, more than, and the reality is, and in many markets, the market's still down on the weak ones. The FTSE 100 is kind of flat on the year, but still 2/3 of stocks are negative if you run the numbers. And small caps. And that makes sense, Small caps is still down about 7% on the year. Yes, very rough way of judging it, what I did there, so don't quote me on that. So basically, this every bear leg, we go through in the markets, and I'll just bring this one in, the bounce, and this is where people who puked on the lows, this, you've got to be on the right side of this. You have to unwind your risk. So if the market goes into a full-on bear, you've got to. I have to unwind my risk, and I was flat here in this bit here, but we got this bounce before. I nibbled at a few other things, and there were occasional good breakouts. But on the whole, growth stocks weren't really that much in play. There was the occasional one. And POSs were actually, ones that just move on all sorts of rumours, was kind of easier to be found in this sort of period. And, I can show this in any market correction. When you get that bounce and the stocks don't take part, I'm going with I trade the stocks. I'm not interested where the markets are. I see the throwback in the markets, and as we did here. And it doesn't matter where you go on the chart, you can look at this and you go, yeah, we're here, and the market's gone back to here. Or say we were here and the market went back to here. You've got to see the stocks, and the stocks are not taking part. I know a lot of people will who buy without looking at a chart will say, but stocks are bouncing. Guess what? Dead cat bounces are what they are. Can they turn into some? Yes, some will keep on trending higher. That it's a numbers game at the end of the day, and there's very few quality growth stocks acting like quality growth stocks in the UK markets. In the US, there's a few more. But where are we? We're just in this sort of miserable sort of, melt up. And what do we want to see? We want to see how the market reacts to the next, how the stocks react to the next market sort of normal reaction. So I'll just go to the 250 again. I know I did this last night, but, after the crash, this is where breakouts started happening. It was a few months after the crash, and there was lots of swing trades available in this area, but this was where the growth stocks started, small caps started emerging from basis. That's where it happened, and it was 3 months after the lows. So, history does not tell us what the future is going to do, but I'm just here to look for the stocks I trade, and sit on my hands if I don't see them, and I'll trade shorter term, I'll trade swings, and I'll nibble, at the occasional growth stock when I see them. At the moment, we're sort of in the oil markets and the mining markets. That's what we're seeing. So, I'll carry on holding those until they hit my stop. Moving on from that, I'll just hit the large caps first. So what's the message? The message is, just give it time and see what the stocks do. Nobody needs to be a hero in this game. It's 12.30. We should have traded 53% to be on average volume. These are what are on average volume. And we want to see a bit of sector change as well. We want to see, I'm sick of seeing... Oh, the view on BA for us was, if it's going higher, and our setups were in the rear view mirror. The last one we had was here. If it's going higher, time is the better route. That's the strongest, rather than a big deep correction. Would I buy a big deep correction if I'd rather be holding it from the previous setup and just holding it through a strong, consolidation rather than a weaker one. That's the view on that one anyway. If you get a chance to buy, if that's the best stock in the market at the moment, your opinion might be that's the best stock in the market because of what's going on. And if you get a chance to buy it, guess what? It might not be the best stock. If you don't get a chance to buy it in a pullback, it might be the best stock. So, that's how the market works. So we will see. I'll just buzz through these. My opinion, your wallet. And I'll just jump into the small caps. It's REITs, financials, metals. That's basically 53. That's the story in there, isn't it? 53%. Let's just buzz these in. We've got a few more in the small caps. Oil and gas in the small caps is in play at the moment. I can see, one I hold is Coro. That one's bounced again today. It's about 35% out of the base, maybe. Let's just buzz through these quickly. HMI continues. Are we in the moon zone? Yeah, probably, If you're thinking of buying here, you really need to go and have a strong word with yourself, because this is the reality. Here comes the story zone. If you're holding it, you hold on for dear life. If I would, that's the way I like to sort of, I like to try and get outliers. But if you're not in it, you've missed it. You clearly missed it. Very simple, low risk, breakout, pullback, break. Really simple. Exist where the reward to risk is. If someone has to tell you the news on that thing or the story on it, well, guess what? It's because it's probably in the story zone. Yeah, that's all what's in there. Same old, same old. Come back every day, do the same thing. Busy today in the doing a bit of work behind the scenes again. As always. I'll leave it there. Okay.